The DRDO had launched the Nirbhay system at 10:30 a.m. today, but the test was aborted by the agency, as it developed a snag around 8 minutes into its flight. The scientists are analyzing the data generated during the test, to figure out the tweaks that needs to be carried out in the cruise system. The DRDO will conduct another test in November, that would pave the way for its full-fledged induction into the Indian Armed Forces. India has issued a NOTAM warning for the period from 16th to 17th October for a range of 350 kilometers, and Indian military watchers are counting that it can be the much-awaited extra-long-range surface-to-air system, as it was expected to be ready for developmental trials by the end of 2020. It will have a range of 350 kilometers against targets like AWACS and mid-air refuelers, and a range of 250 kilometers for fighter jet-sized targets. Another NOTAM warning has also been issued for an Indian Air Force exercise for a range of 241 kilometers, and it is speculated to be a test of the Meteor system that will be tested from the Rafale fighter jet. The Chief of Pakistan Air Force has said that India would conduct an aerial operation in the next 18 months, as the Indian Air Force has received a sizable number of Rafale fighter jets equipped with Meteor systems from France, and this time the Indian Air Force will enter more than 5 kilometers into Pakistani territory, and engage multiple targets to stamp its superiority in the aerospace domain. Interestingly, this comes days after the statement of the Indian Air Force chief, who said that the induction of the new Rafale fighters will give India the capability to strike first, as well as deep into the enemy territory. The former executive director of Hindustan Aeronautics has said that HAL could easily offer a reconfigured version of Advanced Light Helicopter Mark III to satisfy the Navy's requirement of 111 naval utility helicopters, and it will result in lower cost due to its commonality with the existing fleet of Mark I and Mark III helicopters. It is to be noted that the sole purpose of 111 naval utility helicopters under the strategic partnership route was to create a helicopter production capability in the private sector, and the companies have already asked the Defence Ministry to remove Hindustan Aeronautics from the 21,000 crore rupees project, as it was reserved for the private sector. The Indian Navy has already said that the naval variant offered by Hindustan Aeronautics does not meet the Navy's requirements. The private sector firm Solar Group had recently bagged an order for 10 lakh multi-mode grenades worth 409 crore rupees from the Defence Ministry, and the Indian Army has asked for testing shelf life of the grenades for the first time, and the private sector firm had suggested that the isothermal microcalorimetry method will take 4 months to prove its shelf life. Interestingly, the Ordnance Factory has said that the isothermal microcalorimetry method is unreliable as compared to the tests followed by the Ordnance Factory Board, which takes around 20 months, and this might lead to the private manufacturer getting the 409 crore rupees order. An Ordnance Factory official has said that it is unfair if the order is not given to Ordnance Factory, because it has followed the method approved by the Defence Ministry. The Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has inaugurated 44 bridges built in 7 border states, and they are located in strategically important areas, and they will help the Indian Armed Forces in ensuring quick movement of troops and combat platforms, and will also benefit the civilian population.